Hello guys, today I'll show you how to replace your InSink disposal here. Mine failed and started leaking from the electric plug, as you can see. And usually rust and whatnot really takes a toll, and it's probably the original one. Alright, so first we need to get the part. You can see this is a very common shape, and most of them have a standard length here between the top and the pipe here, or 6 inches. And then from Home Depot, actually I went to Home Depot and found the Badger 500, but then I looked at Lowe's and it was cheaper. So this one is corded from Lowe's. The one sold at Home Depot doesn't come with the cord, and it was $149. They had a deal at Lowe's. This is $159 originally, and it was on sale for $129. So I just went and got that one, and it's exactly the same, the Badger 500 series, and this is the 5XL. It's the same one, just different name for 2 different retailers. But at least with this one you get the cord, and you can get each store to match the other for pricing. But nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and open it, and it should be straightforward. We're gonna take this off, these two here, and this drain here. Be careful, there's water in it. Mine is like sort of like see-through, so I know there's water in here. So I'm gonna take it off and just tie it over here, but I have a bucket ready to empty it, or for any spills and whatnot. And then we'll take this off, and then we can then drop this whole thing by loosening this part. You put a screwdriver in it through the hole here, and then just, you know, go left. It should drop the whole thing, and then the new part, basically we're gonna mount it on the same sink mount. At least that's the idea. I'm not gonna replace this part here. I'm gonna leave this here. There's no need, even though the new one comes with it. But we're just gonna drop this bottom part and put the new one in, and that's it. Everything else stays the same. There's no need to do the other stuff. And since it's corded, we just plug it in and it should be good to go. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, and then I'm gonna plug it in and try it just to make sure it's good before I undo this whole thing. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so here's the flange that came with the kit here. Just got the brand name, kind of looks similar. Seems like the old one has the thing just goes down a little bit more. Or it could be putty, I'm not really sure, but it looks really like this, except it seems a little longer. Anyways, I'm gonna try not to use it. It looks exactly the same. Anyways, even the same indentations and everything. So you have to pop this hole for the drain if you have a dishwasher. If you don't have a dishwasher, then you just leave it the way it is, because once you pop it, you cannot undo that. So I went ahead and popped it because that's gonna be here. And I hooked up the machine to the plug here and turned the switch and made sure it works. So now we're gonna go ahead and with this assembly, these 2 screws and that top one, and take it in down. Okay, so we took this part off, we took this flange off. I wasn't sure what to expect, so it looks like it's a ring, like a sort of like a ring that goes around this pipe. I can rotate it, and you can see here it can come off. So I think once we undo this here, so we're gonna have to hold this and undo, and then probably maneuver it out. And this is the pipe here. You can see the fluid in there. I didn't empty it, I just tied it over there. So now it should be fairly simple and easy. I think I will use the same flange because they're all the same. And the kit comes with the new ring that will go in here, this pipe. We don't really need this pipe because we have this pipe here. It's unnecessary. Excuse the noise from the kids. And they provided a flange as well. So, but it's no big deal. It's the same flange. All it does, it's the same. Most likely it's the same. Although this looks a little thicker. All it does is gonna just hold this ring in place with the pipe so it doesn't come off. Anyways, let's go ahead and undo this part. So again, you see the track here, how it goes down. So you want to rotate this guy left. And they provided a key to do that. You can use this, or you can use a screwdriver, basically inserting it in the hole for stronger leverage. Alrighty, well, let's do that. And you can see it looks exactly the same. It looks literally the same, just different brand. Just exactly the same. Alright, which is great. So that means it's gonna be a very easy swap. No need for a plumber. And just like that, it came off, and you can see it's the same sort of flange. You can see the indentation here. All it does, it really sits on it. It looks like it doesn't go inside of it. So anyways, I just untied the thing and it just came off, fell off basically. And I'm gonna use the same thing. There's no need to undo this part here and have to fiddle with this and, you know, blah blah blah. It's the same thing anyway. That's the whole point of making something that hooks up right away. So there's, all we have to do is line up these tabs here on the new one. This is the old one. And you can see the rubber. Honestly, the rubber quality of this is better than the rubber quality of this here. It's so flimsy and like so thin. This one is thicker and it's still in good shape. I don't know what year this is. We'll have to find out from here. But anyways, so I'll just go ahead and put the new one in. Make sure you put the ring in before and pop that thing in. Align, you're supposed to rotate freely, align plumbing. Once plumbing is aligned, lock the body flange in place. So, alrighty, let's do that. Okay, so here's the old rubber. It's dirty, but it's still just fine. And that's the new one. You can see how flimsy it is. It's one of those that just, oh my god. Yeah, no way. I'm gonna put back the old one. But I noticed the new flange that comes in, it sort of like has this notch. I'm not sure what the purpose of this notch. So anyways, I'm gonna use the old bottom flange from the old device, because what's happening is this here, when this comes here, it sort of like locks in place and rotates the whole thing with it. But anyways, I'm gonna take the old one off, and then the new one off, sorry, of the new thing, and then just use the old one. It's just fine, and it rotates the way it's supposed to. So that's the difference between the Home Depot one and the Lowe's one. The Lowe's has this lock here, but the Home Depot one does not. Then it just rotates freely. I don't know why. It's really strange, but anyways, that's up to you what you want to do. But I'm gonna keep the old rubber. I'm gonna put it back in. I think it should pop in place, but we'll see. Okay, so it's not locked in place yet, but I want to show you a little trick here. When you first put it on, make sure it is pointing to that direction so that you can rotate it right. So what happens is, if you're trying to align it from the get-go, it kind of, not all the teeth will latch in. It's such a pain in the butt. I mean, it's worse for me because I have this thing in the middle. So stupid. But yeah, so once this is up here, I'm gonna rotate this and line up the drainage here, and we should be good to go. But if you put these pointing this and you turn it to the right, then the whole thing will fall off, you know. So let's do that. Okay, so we lined up the first one. You can see the new stuff is nickel or something, or aluminum, or I don't know. And the old stuff is brass, so I'm gonna reuse the old screws here. Almost there. Just so you can see here the old one. I mean, it was leaking, but you can see it's all rusted. This is not coffee, this is rust technically, except these two pieces. But yeah, this is a 2015. The date on it is 2015, so it's been 11 years now, or 10 years, I guess. We just started 2026, so yeah, that's 10 years. That's not bad. Alrighty, so now we have all the connections back. Put this up from here so it doesn't keep dangling down there. And this is tight, this whole thing is tight. Now we just need to lock this in place. So what we can do is we can use their key here. And that's about it. Okay, so this should be going nowhere. Alrighty, now all you have to do is test for leaks. Make sure you run the post things. Make sure there's no dripping here. If you ended up taking this off, make sure all tight and whatnot, and make sure you tighten it after the job, just in case it got loose. And that's it. I already tested it, it's working. Alrighty, I hope this helps you. See you later.